Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, here's Crowell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
On play action, now Bortles. And some room to roam now. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Ryan Quigley, fifth-year man from Boston College, in to punt it away. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now here's Ross. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He'll drop to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And down inside the 15 he goes. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 55 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes. Stretched. Dreamed. Going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch every one thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different long night.
And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Caught, right side, Gresham. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now back to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Let's go. Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. Now they'll run it on the toss. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get him into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. fighting through. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Green, 90. Green.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. First down carry now for Crowell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team, helps them start their comeback.
And the Panthers coming out now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is going to be Packer football.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't review the call. The field is reversed.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Touchdown, Packers. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Back, Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! No, check, Patriot!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll look to throw here. And Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. K.J. Wright coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Here we go! No, check, Patriot!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
On the return, the former Panther, it's Ted Ginn. And now running right through it. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And we shift our focus to Isaiah Crowell. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From midfield, here's Bortles. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are back within a score.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. here to his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, trying to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Here we go. Green, 39. Detroit.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
Detroit! Here we go now. On now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
He'll look to throw. Brandon Cooks. It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown, Carolina. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 6. On the season, and the Panthers have taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They've talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 34 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll try the right side with Crowell. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Isaiah Crowell, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. Now, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen, it'll set up a 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
We'll find Goodwin here on the right side. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Now let's go. Detroit! Detroit! Here we go. Back there, Philly. Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Dorsett. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets gets it down to the 30 there. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run it on the toss. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run?
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And his guys are able to strike for 6. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Getting set to go here, Isaiah Crowell in the offense. Trot back out there. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Marquise Goodwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the
the end zone for the touchdown.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And now running right through it. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They need a touchdown, the two-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
A screen complete to Crowell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Bortles. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
After review of the play, the replay on field stands.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. Able to slither by, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Isaiah Crowell, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
This will be fielded at the 8. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot. But nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know
that's caught at the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Brandon Cooks. 66 yards, and the Panthers add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now It's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. To throw, it's Bortles. It's caught by Crowell. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Shotgun now for Bortles. A little dump off for Crowell. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And right side, caught, Hogan. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Bortles going to try and throw on third down. And Ginn's got it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes, he's thrown in this one already.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Alfred Morris, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are back within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And we shift our focus to Isaiah Crowell, responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of the players having that type of a day, because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns. But all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Bortles. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Throwing now is Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now Bortles. Going underneath for Crowell. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. To throw is Bortles. Oh, I can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
No, check. Patriot. Let's go. Back there, Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
No, check. Patriot. Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught at the 20. And the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely.
And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up a live ball here, remember. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down, but that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. Still fighting. The gain of 39 that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Bortles. This is Crowell on the catch. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Room here to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.